How's it going, everybody? My name is Kaz and welcome back to DDLC Plus. We're finally at the final story called Equals, which is unlocked after you've been through every single other story. It has been so nice and so peaceful, but without further ado, let's just get right into this very last story so I can get right into all that stuff in the files and the mail and just come up with my own conclusions. Okay, everyone. We're going to be taking a break from the usual activities today. I was thinking since people are starting to talk about the festival, it's a good time for us to go over the general direction of the club and all that. Okay, how many festivals are there in 1 year? I have no idea. I think it'll help us figure out what to do for the festival, you know? Oh, Sayori and I already came up with a really good plan. Okay, really? For the festival? Why don't you share with the rest of the club? Yeah, so the plan is this, okay? You and Yuri collect information ahead of time on which clubs and classes are doing food booths. Then we take a map and plan the most efficient route so we can get the most of them before the line gets too long. Wouldn't that be like a last second thing? Hey, that has nothing to do with the club. Well, you have to let me finish. Okay, fine, go ahead. Right, so basically we get all the food we can, then we come back here and we all eat together. That's all. Wow, I got tricked twice by the same joke. Boo, don't be a hater. It's not like you can come up with anything better. Look, even Yuri was thinking about it. I'm sure she's just reading her book. No, it wasn't. I'd really prefer to do something literature related. We can eat together anytime. The festival is a unique opportunity. Besides, it's been quite a while since we've seen any new interest in the club. Like a book reading or like a bookstore in here. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about the same thing. We really got a shot at showing people what the literature club is all about. I'll tell you what, we can do both, right? We'll make time for your food mission and still put together a public event. Oh my gosh, yes! What can you do for a literature club? I can only think of having a bookstore and these like have books that you can buy or something. I don't know. I was just joking, but that's a really good idea. But it would also be a loss of profit. So I don't know. Well, I'm glad that's settled. I think the question is how to come up with an event that demonstrates everything you can get out of the literature club. Well, that's kind of tough because everyone gets something different out of the club. Okay, how about this? Let's go around and have each of us talk about what we've gotten out of the club so far. That could really help us figure out what kind of reputation we want to build. I mean, they can also read poems, but yeah. That's too embarrassing. Aw, we should have so much to talk about. Maybe you could help people write their own poems. Although it'd be kind of like private, personal, so I don't know. That probably won't work. That's exactly why. And I'm sure Natsuki feels the same way. Well, maybe, but I didn't plan on arguing against it or anything. I mean, it's a literature club. We can talk about that stuff together, right? And the only way to get more comfortable with it is to stick up to it and do it. Oh, you're not wrong. I'm sorry for being resistant. It's not good to say suck it up because it sounds like their feelings don't matter. Right? My bad. It's just a habit I need to break. Did we not just go through a whole class lesson about respect? We gotta go back 2 stories. Well, anyway, who's gonna start? I'll start. I was the first to join after all. And wouldn't that be me? No, I wanna go first. Fine, you can start. I don't mind. Yay! So, gosh, it feels like so long. I think I joined because I wanted to have fun sharing poems with people. It seemed like it would be a fun way to express myself. You know, like if it was just a poem, then I could share it without feeling like a burden, like I'm burdening anyone with my problems. And I think it would be a really good way to get to know other people too. So yeah, I was really surprised when I walked in and it was just Monica, and she was sleeping. Oh, I see the president was slacking. Ah, Mr. or Miss President. Don't remind me of that. Oh gosh. Yeah, but it seems like so much fun to help start a new club. First, since writing helped me so much, I wanted to see if it helped other people too. But it ended up being me who was inspired, because I remember feeling like Monica was just so sweet and mature that I could trust her with anything. It made me feel a lot less alone, having someone who knew even the bad things about me. And at that point, I knew the literature club was gonna be special for a lot of people. Yeah, I felt the same way. Really helped give the club a more cohesive vision. Yeah, and then Yuri joined, but she was so different from us, and Natsuki too. I think for Yuri, it really helped me to take the lead before she was able to open up a little. But Natsuki was kind of the opposite, where she wasn't ready to really get close to anyone or someone really quick. I never really thought about that sort of thing. Shouldn't they be expressing themselves, not you explaining about them? I really feel like I've gotten better at understanding people's different needs, and that makes me really happy because my friends are just the most important thing to me. And whatever new members we get, I want to help them in those ways too. I don't know if I would have continued coming to the club if it weren't for you. Really? Hey, add no offense, Monica, but you were asleep. I know it wasn't too long ago, but it hurts to think about my behavior back then. I was really short-sighted. The only reason I came was to find other who were into fantasy. I suppose that was my idea of making friends with people. And I remember feeling uncomfortable because you and I have such different energy. I had such a specific idea of a kind of person I could be friends with, so when Sarah tried so hard to get to know me, I felt like I was just wasting her time. I think I was naive to assume that similar interests were the key component of friendship. Sarah and I were able to be friends because she always thinks about the things of other people. There's something I never knew how to do or even thought to do, but I stayed in the club thanks to that, and I started trying as hard as I could to understand people better. Really went above and beyond when it came to that. I was just super impressed. Well, I always hated that I didn't know how to behave like a person who is easily liked by others, like the two of you can. And because of that, I spent so much time thinking about my own behavior and all the wrong things I said. But the whole time, I should have just been thinking about other people instead, not myself. Once I started doing that, I was able to make friends with everyone else. Oh, also, I discovered that sometimes I'm a better communicator when I take the time to write rather than speak. It's so strange the way things turn out. It's so far different from anything I could or would have expected, but I'm happy. I suppose we don't always know what we really need. Oh my gosh, you're so cute that I'm going to throw up. Okay, please don't do that, Sarah. Yeah, throw up the store-bought cupcakes from Natsuki. Besides, I'm not cute. Hey, it's not my like. Oh, well, for me, it's actually true. So, what are you saying? Nothing. I finished my part, so somebody else take their turn, please. My heart. Sarah, take some deep breaths. Okay, fine, I'll go. Aren't you the last? Or I mean, I guess Monica, but Yuri, I can't believe you were complaining about doing this and still went before me. What a show off. I was just following up on Sayori. It was the easiest way to get it over with. I remember doing a presentation and I just wanted to get it over with. So my partner asked if I wanted to just go up and do our presentation. I'm like, yes, let's just get it over with. Besides, you left out the most important thing that you got out of this club. I did. Friendship. Yeah, a regular supply of your favorite cupcakes, a store bought. Oh no, I forgot that too. I'm a traitor to the cupcake queen. Neither of you are forgiven. Looks like only Monica will be getting cupcakes all the time. Or next time. No, I can't eat that many cupcakes. Oh, time to start learning. Yeah, true. Only Yuri can. Hey. Well, anyway, I'm just putting off talking. It's kind of hard to talk about this stuff. But I guess when it comes down to is that I'm in a much better place mentally than I was when I first joined. And that's because everyone helped me realize that I had some really toxic friendship going on outside the club. It was honestly a really painful thing to go through. Having cut them out, it still hurts to think about. I'm sorry, Natsuki. It's fine. I knew it was for the best, and I was right. I guess for me, it's all about feelings. I was only ever ridiculed for having feelings, so I thought the right thing to do was to just ignore them. It took me a really long time to realize that it's not really how things are supposed to work. And I guess that's thanks to everyone who took the time to respect my feelings, even when I was being like the biggest jerk. I'm really sorry for being such a jerk to everyone. I was really the worst. Natsuki's voice chokes a little. Choke me like you hate. We love you, Natsuki. I just hate that I was like that. Everyone did so much for me, and I can never do anything in return. That's not true. Natsuki, you've done a lot more than you think. This club really wouldn't have been the same without you. I mean that. Remember how judgmental I was when you first showed up? It was like I couldn't accept anything other than my own idea of what a literature club was supposed to be. Apparently, they were more important to me than the opportunity to bring you some happiness. You really taught me that anything that makes someone happy is worth of respect. You've inspired me to start playing piano. That's something that means a whole lot to me. So there's no need to put yourself down. Okay. Natsuki wipes her tears. You helped me a lot too. It was so much fun to have you around. And you helped me become a better person. Having a problem doesn't make you needy or inconvenient. It means that there's something that needs to be better for you. And you always deserve that. I agree. Seeing us have some of the same struggle made me a better person as well. I wouldn't want to change anything about our time here. I don't think any of us would. I'm sorry, I got all dramatic again. You're fine. That's all I wanted to say. So Monica can go now. There's no need to apologize. It was something I wanted to talk about anyway, because it made a big difference for me. I mean, you also started this conversation, so I was always such a strict perfectionist who never took enough time to believe in the best of other people. But everyone kept proving me wrong. I made the mistake multiple times thinking that my way was the best for everyone, or thinking that I was needed to solve other people's problems. But I think being a leader means that you have to acknowledge that you're not perfect, and that the best thing you can do is to help guide people rather than to do everything for them. We're all good people. We're all equal. Hey, that's the name of the story. I think that's the most important thing I've gotten out of this club, realizing what that really means. But when do we start learning about literature? Siori, what are you doing? Like a group reading? I just thought that we should be writing some of these things down. Things about the club that are valuable to us. With a piece of chalk in her hand, Sarah writes the word trust on the chalkboard. That was one of the stories, was it? This is because you showed me that I could trust you with everything about me, not just my good side. Suddenly, Yuri takes a piece of chalk as well. She writes understanding. Yup. I owe a lot of gratitude to everyone who took the time to understand me, even though it was so difficult for me to express myself. In that case, Monica takes a piece of chalk as well and writes the word respect. I always thought I was a respectful person, but it took the club for me to realize that there was more to it than I thought, and I'm a better person because of it. Natsuki, I have another one. Is it self-love? Oh, Sarah writes balance. I forgot about balance. Sometimes people want different things out of a relationship or friendship, and they need time before they're ready to become one. So it's important to keep things balanced between you and the other person. Natsuki, participate! This is a club meeting. That reminds me, Sarah writes reflection. How did I forget? That was my favorite, wasn't it? I've always been a reflective person, but most of it has been nothing more than hating myself for all the things I thought I did wrong. Once I started reflecting on other people, not just myself, a lot of things changed for me. That's great! So I think that's the most important one for me. That's great. We have a whole list of things. Natsuki, self-love! Suddenly everyone turns to look at Natsuki. Well, everyone took all the chalk. Don't look at me like that. Jeez, sure. You could have just asked. Monica hands a piece of chalk to Natsuki, and Natsuki sighs and writes self-love. There we go. Finally, God. I don't know how far I've gone with it yet, but it feels like things are at least on the right track. It's funny, because I like to make fun of her, but out of all of them, Natsuki's probably my favorite. So there, that's my contribution. Together, everyone stares at the words on the chalkboard. Wasn't this club supposed to be about literature? That's what I'm saying. It is. We still do a lot of literature. When do we get to do group readings? Friendship and literature. Yeah, you're right. Friendship and literature. Natsuki and Yuri gently nod as well. Hey, let's all take a picture together. Wait, let me in. We don't have one yet, right? Yeah, you're right. Make sure you send it to me after. Wait, can I brush my hair first or something? Oh, you're fine. You already have the best hair out of all of us. Everyone get together. I can't fit you all in. Wait, I want to be part of this. Okay, everyone ready? And click. I'm really glad we talked about this stuff. It's easy to forget how far we've come with only 4 members. Yeah, I had so many happy thoughts right now. I'm getting some really good inspiration for a poem. You know, I feel the same way. I kind of want to get some writing done. Me too. I think I would like that as well. Natsuki. Everyone's looking at me again. I'll do it too, but I might not feel like sharing it. That's okay. Out of all of them, Natsuki's my favorite, definitely. The 4 members of the Literature Club disperse and return to their desks, each equipping themselves with a pen. Natsuki and Yuri give each other a quick glance, then start writing immediately. Yuri stretches, then does the same. But Monica's left tapping her pen against the paper, unsure of where to start. It's okay. Take your time. Just move your hand. Monica mouths to herself. Right the way into your heart. Reconnect Kingdom Hearts. Her mind full of thoughts, memories, and inspiration, Monica navigates past her mental barrier and begins to write. It doesn't matter what, just that it's something new. And then it's a pop-up, I swear to God. It's been a nice couple side stories, despite, you know, it's more like, it's nice to learn more about them. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. There has to be Oh, that's it. Okay, that's very nice. That was much shorter than I expected. Okay, so obviously the next thing I want to do with this series is I want to look at the files and just kind of come up with my own conclusion. Of course, before I do that, I want to look back a little bit at MatPat's videos and see what kind of theory he came up with, and I want to try and like see if I can try and add on to it. I'm not sure, but I think it'll be really fun. Of course, I'll be also doing my best to show whatever I can find, especially with the whole mail and this. I know inside the internal folders, like a couple of them have stuff, and in like the very beginning I started this, I checked every single folder in internal, and I think I found like most of them. I'm not sure. Maybe there's more now because I finished everything, and maybe they just added random things, but I definitely want to see if I can find some more stuff, because all I know is that you have to open them on a certain time, and before I start doing anything, I want to see if I can find it myself, like the numbers and the time, and then we'll just go through it. And if I can't find anything, I'll just look it up. I know someone already like posted it somewhere, so I'm just gonna see if I can add on, see if I can find my own thing, blah 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 blah. Anyway, self-story, or the side stories, they're very nice. The reflection one was probably my favorite. I definitely learned a lot from that. Self-love was very sweet with Natsuki and Yuri. I guess like out of all of them, although they were like the most recent, they were the most memorable to me, I guess. Oh yeah, that one. That picture with the Monica and Yuri when they're trying to make up, Yuri and Natsuki, and then they become all buddy. Thank you, dear player, for enjoying our story of friendship and literature. I have definitely learned a lot too. Thank you to everyone of Team Self Auto for making this game. It's been fun, and I can't wait to like. Why are we in a computer? Oh, look at that. That makes me happy to see. Where am I? I should be there. I'm probably covering Yuri, aren't I? I'm so sorry, Yuri. Oh no, I got more mail. Friendship and literature. I got mail. Okay, they don't show this. Well, look, pucker up, boys. Well, Yuri's just kind of giving herself a mustache with tongue, and it's adorable. How the heck am I gonna unlock these? I went through every single ending and story of the regular game, including the good end. I still haven't unlocked everything, and the side story. God, it's been fun. But thank you so much for watching this video of DDLC Plus. It's not over. I guess like one of the last things I want to do is look more into the files. And if I ever find more stuff, you know, I'll add a continuation to this series. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys did enjoy, why not leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to join, I have a Discord at the bottom of the description. But thank you so much for watching. My name's Kaz. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys all again in the very next video. Goodbye.